We're going to turn now to John Dickerson, our chief Washington correspondent and the anchor of Face the Nation. John, the question that hangs over all of this is whether the president might have committed obstruction of justice in pressuring Comey to drop the Flynn investigation.
We got a little clarity on that. The president wanted this cloud removed. That's kind of a vague statement, but Comey says that he felt on the specific question of Mike Flynn that the president was asking him to end that investigation. A defense could be, well, the president didn't know. The president's state of mind is important on this obstruction question. But the fact that the president asked for private meetings to have these conversations leads some to believe that he knew what he was doing wasn't right. And also, Comey will testify that in his early meetings with the president, he said, we're not supposed to be talking like this. And finally, Comey's firing. It's not just what he details in his opening statement. In their very first meeting, the president talked about loyalty and whether Comey wanted to stay in the job. That relationship between performance and staying in the job kept going throughout. Comey didn't do what the president wanted, was fired, so what he thought was implicit actually came to pass.
What does Congress do about this?
Well, they're where this will end up if it ends up anywhere. A president can't be prosecuted, the law says, and so what will Congress do? What will Republicans do? They're foursquare behind the president still. But what's the standard in the end? Is this okay if it turns out to be proved? And remember, this is just one side of the story, as you know. So what's the standard? During the campaign, Republicans and Donald Trump said it was outrageous that Bill Clinton met with the Attorney General investigating his wife's server. They thought it was obstruction. So if that was obstruction, what's the new standard now?
Well, the president's popularity rating is not very high, and that undercuts his support in Congress.
It does, although it's still pretty high with conservative Republicans who will vote in those off-year elections and who don't want their lawmakers to abandon the president. So they have to be careful there when they're trying to step away from the president, if they do.
John Dickerson will be watching Face the Nation on Sunday. Thank you, John. CBS News will bring you live coverage of Comey's testimony to the Senate Intelligence Committee. That's tomorrow morning.